You're going to create an official campaign brief. Adobe Spark is an ideal place to create it in an attractive, easy to achieve format. So first of all, if you log into Adobe Spark and you go to Presentation, that is a web page. I think this one works particularly well. So you click on that and we are here. You get to add your subtitle. So for instance, we are going to do AAF Chattanooga, who is our client for the 2020-21 school year. And here we can say campaign brief. All right, so that gets us our beginning there. We can click and decide what we want to add there. Do we want to add a photo? We could. Okay, so I want to attach a photo. I do have assets in Moodle. There is a new folder called Assets, and it has different things like logos. I'm going to upload. I'm going to choose the unifying voice banner. There. Now we can scroll and we can add things. So for instance, you can add text here. And so at this point, you can copy and paste from a Word document or a PDF, whatever you've written so far about the client here. And so here we're going to do the situation analysis. And so I could, at this point, then I can talk about the different things. And if I just press enter like I would to do a sentence normally, it will send me to a new section. But if I've already written a situation analysis, then all I have to do is copy and paste it, and it will give me additional sentences here. So let me give you an example. Let's say I am going to take from your actual assignment. I'm going to just copy there, come back to here, and now I can paste in and be able to have these different sections. Then I don't have to manually say I'm going to do a new section. So then let's say I come here and I want to say I'm going to have text for consumer profiles. And then what I can do here is a consumer profile 1, and I can now upload a picture of a consumer profile, in which I would just hit that plus. I say I want to have a photo. I can upload a photo, and I don't know if I actually have a consumer profile photo here. I probably don't. So I am just going to just pick something at random. It's interesting. I have all sorts of odd things that are in here. So we'll pretend that this is one of my consumer profiles. Then I can add text and I can copy and paste what I've written already about my consumer profile. So up here I might say consumer profile Rick. "35-year-old advertising agency owner." So I might do that, and then I can put more information about him here. I could also put it above the photo, but this easily gives me a chance to do that. The other thing you could do is if you had already put this in, say, PowerPoint, all you have to do is save the PowerPoint to into JPEG or PNG, and you can just and you can just upload that there. So I'm going to save this. Well, it actually saves automatically for you, just so you know that it just saves by itself. And so I can actually leave it for a moment. So I'm going to go to my recent projects, and I'm going to show you that I did a campaign brief in Spark recently. So here we go. I'm going to go to my targeted brief so you can get an idea of what yours might be able to look like when you're creating this. So I put together this campaign brief for the innovation and social media class as they are working with the targeted podcast as a client. So here you see we have targeted brief, and we have the situation analysis, a little bit more about the situation. We have the SWOT analysis, and we have a photo that's used in a lot of the materials. Then we have my consumer profiles here. Then I have a brand style guide, which you don't need to put in yours, but basically this tells about colors and things of that nature. And then I have various posts here, which take a little while for them to load. My internet's not very good, but there are various posts that show the different types of things included in this campaign. But you are really only going to be going up to around this area in which you have your consumer profiles, and then you will need a SMART goal. So that's an example of how this looks. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to what we've just been working on, reopen it to edit. So I want to show you how this could work. So I have this picture here, and I can change how this picture is. So right now it's this way. I could also do it so that it fills the screen. I could do a window, full width. I have some different choices of what I would like to do there. I can also delete it if I don't like it. Now I also want to show you that you can do a split layout, which is what I had for my consumer profiles in the targeted brief, where you put an image here and then I put the writing here. So here I could go back and I could choose a photo. Oh, that's me and my daughter. Okay, so we'll pretend for a moment that I am in my own profile here. So we could say Megan is a 55, I'm actually not 55 yet, but getting there, is a 55-year-old college educator, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's how we could do it. And if we want to switch which side has the picture and which side has the writing, we just press this little thing in the middle. And so then you just can insert your 3 consumer profiles that way. Then at the end, the last thing that you're going to want for right now is your SMART goal. And just go ahead and tell me what your SMART goal is, 1 sentence. All right, so this is essentially what you are going to be doing in your campaign brief. Now you can also add other photos in here. Oh, and let's say now since I took Rick out and I don't want to have this in here anymore, I can delete it, and I can always add something else if I want to. So let's say, let's look at a photo grid for a second. So if I want to do a photo grid here, let's upload some of the logos that they often use. So I could do that. I could also then, if I want to do some others, and here we go, and I can have a little photo grid of what are the various logos that are used. So there's just some example, and you can add a caption there for what that is. So just some ideas on how you can use Adobe Spark for your campaign brief. And I think this works nicely overall because it's easy to put together, it's pleasing, and then you can present it kind of as a movie, or you can publish and share it, which I think works nicely. So let's just look this way. It will show it. There we go. So get it nice and full screen there. So when it comes time to turn it in, so if you do this publish and share link, you come here and put your name. So I would put Mo, and then you're going to come down to create link, and it will take a little bit of time, but it will eventually create a link in which you're just going to copy it. You will come to our Moodle page. You will click on Campaign Brief, Add Submission, and you are going to want to come here for hyperlink. So click on that, and then you can paste in the hyperlink and create link. Then you will do save, and that way I can go into Moodle and just click on your link and see your campaign brief that way. Now, if you would prefer to lay your campaign brief out in Adobe InDesign or Photoshop or something of that nature, that is fine as well. And in that case, you would probably then PDF it, and you would drag it and drop into here. But I think Adobe Spark is great for those who don't have the design skills, but they want to create an attractive looking piece, whether it's a campaign brief, whether it's an ad. There's lots of things that you can do in something like Spark to create really nice looking work. All right, good luck. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with for the assignment, and I look forward to seeing all of your submissions.